Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ, and we are back on a brand new series. The adventure map has come to an end, as you know. If you hadn't watched the adventure map, please go back and watch it, because it really was a great series, and everybody that watched it really enjoyed it. But now that's finished, it's actually opened up some spare spaces in our video schedule. So I went through all of the old videos and all the old suggestions looking for a series idea. And the most common thing that came up was a Let's Build an Amusement Park or Let's Build a Theme Park series. And I thought, yeah, that's a cool idea. So we are on a fresh new world. I was half tempted to do it on the city world, but it would have just taken up too much of the map. We've got a little mini sort of seaside amusement park on the city, but I wanted a full, massive theme park, adventure park world. And some of the rides, I want most of the rides to be working. I want to be able to use most of the rides and all the mini games that you get at these amusement parks. I want to be able to do. Obviously, some of the ones aren't going to be quite as usable because I want to build roller coasters that have loop-de-loops in them and twists and turns that can't be done with a minecart. You know, we can't go upside down in a minecart, unfortunately. I really wish you could. I'd love to be able to do a loop-de-loop in a minecart, but we're going to try and make sure that at least most of the things in the world are going to be usable. Now, me voicing over this commentary is actually done after the video was recorded, because when I was recording this, I really didn't know where I was heading. As I say, this is a sort of pilot episode, like you get pilot episodes on TV. This is a pilot episode for this series. So if you guys really enjoy it and you want more of this series, then I'll be happy to make this into a permanent series. If not, we'll see how it goes episode by episode. If you guys enjoy it, it'll stay. If you guys don't really enjoy it and it's not something that you really are going to watch, then we'll find something else. There's loads of stuff that we can do. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool series, and I'm really looking forward to turning this world into rides and mini games and little burger shops and ice cream stalls and all of that really great stuff. And we can use some really creative techniques to be able to do some really cool stuff while we're on this world. But I thought to kick off this series, the first thing we need to do before anything is build a roller coaster. So, as you saw a minute ago, I placed down a piece of glowstone at the sort of spawn point. And that's very important for me to do, because I always forget that a compass also leads to your spawn point. So whenever I start up a new world, for some reason, I always put down a piece of glowstone so I know where people are going to spawn if they come onto the map. So that's the location where I'm going to put the front entrance to the theme park. The big front gates, the Disney park style gates, is what I sort of have in mind. And then behind that, I left enough space for a big park. Like, well, not necessarily a park, like a, I don't know, like a fountain area with some paths that go through it. Just a really grand entrance, you know what I mean? But obviously, we can't have a really cool ride too far away from the gates. You know, when they walk into an amusement park or a theme park, you're always looking for the first ride and you want to go on the first ride. So we need a really big, really cool roller coaster straight at the beginning here. So we're kicking off this series with the biggest roller coaster I have ever done, and I think it's actually really well scaled. I mean, at the end of the video you get to see us riding it, and it takes about the length of time as a normal roller coaster. Now, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you might have heard me say now and again that I really don't like roller coasters in real life. I am scared to death by them. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's that I'm scared of them. It's that my stomach can't handle them. I get very dizzy very easily. Very sicky feeling very easily. So roller coasters really don't do that well for me. Here I'm just figuring out, I wanted a spiral somewhere in the roller coaster. You know, it'll look really cool when it's finished. So I wanted like a corkscrew roller coaster. So I'm just working out sizes, working out scale, how big we want it to go. You can see me moving in my head. And it's quite funny because when I actually recorded this, I was silent. I wasn't saying anything. But you even see me point like I do when I'm recording a video. And like doing live commentary, I always point when I'm looking at things. I didn't really realise that I do it while I'm not recording as well. It's just while I'm thinking in my head, I'm sort of talking out loud in my head. It's very strange. And then I figured out I'd done something wrong here, so I just had to correct it all up, I think. This isn't all in normal speed, by the way, guys. We do go into a sort of a super speed, sort of a, what is it, speed build. Oh, here it goes. I know it wasn't too far away. To get the episode moving on a bit, because roller coasters do take a long time to build, and I'm not joking there. I thought that this wouldn't have taken that long to do, and I know it's going to be a really fun series if you guys really enjoy it, but it does require an awful lot of work, which is why I need all the support I can get. If you enjoy this series, you're going to have to hit that like button on this series, because of the amount of work that has to go into each episode. I'm not going to do it if you guys aren't enjoying it, do you know what I mean? I like to do things that I enjoy, but there's not really much point in me recording something if you guys aren't enjoying it. You know, I'll happily continue this world on my own, off camera. You guys I don't need to record it, but for things that I'm going to put on YouTube, onto the channel, I need you guys to be able to enjoy it, and I don't know what you guys enjoy. You know, some of you enjoy certain things, some of you enjoy different things. So I need to have a sort of majority vote on this series, and if not, we'll move on to something else. As I say, it's a bit of a pilot episode. So I wanted a roller coaster that sort of had a little bit of everything, but was still in the realms of possibility in Minecraft. So we've got the spiral, we've got the high drop right at the beginning. You know, you always have that long climb. As soon as the roller coaster starts, you always do a very slow climb up there. And then you go into a big drop at the beginning, and then the rest of the roller coaster, the middle of the roller coaster is all a bit wacky and outrageous, and then you always have like a big drop at the end as well, and then you sort of roll back into the station. And the station we'll be building next episode. This episode, we're just getting the roller coaster itself set up, because it's difficult to do. It's difficult to get a roller coaster set up, because this roller coaster I wanted to make completely wooden. I wanted it to be, well, there's a roller coaster not too far away from me, or a very small beach amusement park not too far away from me, that has a roller coaster called the Big Dipper, and it's about the only roller coaster that I can actually go on. And to my knowledge, I might be incorrect here, and you guys might be able to know more than me, but as far as I know, it's actually the oldest roller coaster still in use in the United Kingdom, and it's made completely from wood. Now, that one probably scares me a little bit more than the ride does, because all the wood is all rotten, and it looks like it's falling to bits, and it looks like it could give up at any moment. But yeah, that's in a place called Great Yarmouth, and quite a nice area, quite a nice beach really. I'm just working out how to connect up the two ends now. I think we've got the layout of the roller coaster here. I wanted a bit that went through the roller coaster. If you remember, on our City World, the very small roller coaster that we done on there actually sort of almost goes into itself. Well, on this one, I wanted the roller coaster to actually go completely through itself, which is why we have that little wispy tail bit midway through the roller coaster, because I think it gives a really cool effect. But yeah, that's the layout. I think that's a really cool looking roller coaster. The only trouble is it took forever for me to do the sort of next bit. Putting the track down was tricky, and I'll explain a little bit more in a minute, but the longest part of this map was putting all the fence posts down, because I wanted it to be completely wooden like I was saying, and to do that, obviously you need loads of fence posts, and surround the whole thing in fence posts. So I'm going to now place down the track. I'm going to cut this out of the video, because it's really, really boring just watching someone place a load of track down. This is the way we're going to stop the minecart. We're going to go up a little tiny ramp and then drop back down onto a normal rail there, and that way the minecart will automatically sort of reset itself, so you can go as many times as you want, and you don't even need to bother, you know, jumping out and breaking your minecart and then sitting back in the minecart and hitting the button. Doing it that way, you can go around as many times as you want, infinitely. So the next part of this roller coaster is figuring out where to put powered rails. You don't want powered rails all the way around, because if you do that, the roller coaster is over very, very quickly, and you shoot round at a tremendous speed, a crazy amount of knots. So it's difficult to sort of balance the amount of powered rails you need to normal rails. Like at the moment, all the way up that beginning ramp, it was powered rails there, and it made it just too quick. I didn't really like it. And up here, obviously, I wanted to be quick, because the roller coasters need to throw you about a little bit. And I forgot to put a redstone torch under there. There we go. That's fixed the problem. But the next problem came when I placed the fence posts down around the side. Because fence posts are actually 1.5 blocks tall, they actually get in the way of the minecart when it's going around. And I don't know if any of you have ever built a roller coaster and experienced this problem, but you actually have to put in more powered rails, especially on corners. Any parts that turn the minecart, like on these bits here, when there's fences right on the edge, it slows the minecart down and almost brings it to a stop. So you really have to put a fair few powered rails to sort of force the minecart through it all. What I want you guys to do, I know a lot of you are back at school now, holidays are over, but I want you guys to put in the comment section below what your favourite amusement park ride is that you've ever been on or ever want to be on. Now, I've got a huge list of not names of rides, but sort of ride ideas and other ideas that we want on this theme park. But I love your guys' input. You always come up with ideas that I would have never have thought of. It happens on the City series, it happens on the Let's Play series, and I really want it to happen on this one. So, I'm going to point out some of the stuff that I've got written down on my list here. Obviously, we've got the car park to do in front of the whole theme park, but I'm not going to bore you with that on camera, putting down a whole car park. I'll do that off camera. And then in front of the car park, I want a big road with some trees in between it. But inside the car park, I want the pirate ship ride. Now, some of you probably know what I'm talking about. Some of you probably have no idea. But basically, it's like just a pirate ship that is basically like a giant swing. And you get like, I don't know, 30 people in this pirate ship. And it's literally like one of those swings that you hang from a tree. And it goes forward and backwards. And I always think I'm going to fall out. I'm a bit of a pansy when it comes to amusement parks, so I don't go to them too often. But that's one of the things I want to do, because I think a pirate ship would look really, really cool. Pixel art is another thing. I don't want pixel art as in the sort of pixel art that everybody has, like Mario pixel arts and Mega Man pixel arts. I want the sort of pixel arts that we would see in a real life roller coaster park. You know, at any roller coaster you go to, they always have like a big piece of artwork with what the title of the ride is and then something to do with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I call this roller coaster the Red Devil. I couldn't think of anything else. I'm not a very creative person when it comes to names, so I called it the Red Devil. And next episode, we're going to try our hand at doing a pixel art devil face. Now, I think I'm okay at pixel art. I've done a whole pixel art series a long time ago, about last year when I first started the channel, and not many people viewed it because I didn't have many subscribers, but it was huge pixel art. I'm talking real life tanks in pixel art and faces and stuff, and it was really, really cool. You guys should definitely go and check that out if you haven't already. But anyway, back to what's being on this world, what we're going to hopefully build on this world. I want a water coaster. And I can't remember, log flume, that's it. I've been trying to think of the name all day of what they were. Yeah, a log flume. And this is going to be difficult to build because a log flume means that we're going to have boats. But the boats break so easily. And there's nothing you can really do to sort of slow boats down when they're going downhill. So if you guys have any ideas on how to do a log flume and not make the boat break, or at least be able to build a functioning water log flume that doesn't involve a boat, then tell me in the comment section below. I'd really like to know. You know, I don't know if you do some clever sort of sign trick to keep water away from a minecart that goes through. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know on that one. I also want the teacups. Now, obviously, these ones aren't going to be able to function because we can't get things to spin in Minecraft. But we can make a really cool looking teacup ride, I think, on there. And as far as sort of shops go, I want a burger shop. And I want the burger shop to be in the shape of a giant burger. How cool would that be? And in like the top half of the bun, I want windows. Yeah. And I want like little salad. Maybe we could do the salad out of like leaves. Like the, I don't know, lettuce and stuff out of leaves. And then use some red wool as some tomatoes and some brown wool as some beef. As a beef burger in the middle there. I think it'd be really, really cool to do. A haunted house is what I want as well. I've wanted to do a haunted house on the city world, but it just won't blend into the world. Our city world is a very almost realistic city. I'm trying to keep it. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to not do really wacky things on there. We try to keep it sort of in the realms of realism. But in this theme park, we want really crazy rides. We want really crazy buildings. So I think a haunted house would be really, really cool. We can put some spider webs in there. Maybe have a minecart that goes through and stops at certain locations. And I don't know, jack-o'-lanterns pop out of places and things like that. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. You're the best people to talk to about this sort of stuff. I want I don't know why, but I want a giant ride that looks like a clown face. And I don't think I'll show my girlfriend that ride because clowns scare the living hell out of her. But yeah, a giant, I don't know, maybe we could do like a hall of mirrors. There's no mirrors in Minecraft, is there? Maybe we could have a clown head and it's a glass maze inside, because glass mazes would be really, really hard to get through on Minecraft, wouldn't they? Yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. I want a hot dog stand. Obviously, I want the hot dog stand in the shape of a hot dog. A giant hot dog building. That would be great. Some boring buildings like security booths you're going to need. Truck delivery ports. Oh, that's a good one. I want a ride where you go through a roller coaster that you go through a mine. And it'll be like being inside of a cave. And we can even do it like a little mine shaft inside the roller coaster. How cool would that be? I think that'd be pretty cool. Mini golf, that's one that we can actually do and make work. That's a mini game that can actually function. We can use ice and we can throw snowballs or ender pearls or eyes of ender or anything like that. We'll be able to slide them along the ice into a hole. We can do that, a mini golf game. That'd be pretty cool. A sea life area, you know, with the are they dolphins? Yeah, dolphins or seals, sea lions, whatever. We could do that with like a big pool and a big audience area and I don't know, advertisements and stuff like that. The dunk one is one that I'm really looking forward to. I might even push that forward a few episodes because we can easily do it with a bow and arrow, or even we could do it with a snowball and a pressure plate, and you got to throw it onto the pressure plate, and then we can have a trapdoor with a villager on it, and if you hit the target, the trapdoor goes down and the villager falls into some water. It'll be great fun. And maybe we can do it so people on the world can also go onto the onto the trapdoor as well and play. A big Ferris wheel. And again, we've built a Ferris wheel on the Let's Build a City world, but the one on this world, I want to be massive. I want it to be really, really huge. So, yeah, that's definitely one that we can do. Anyway, I've got a bunch more things on the list, but I just haven't got enough time in this episode to go through it. We're nearly at the end of the episode now. As I say, that we've got a bunch more stuff. If you enjoyed this episode, this pilot episode, then please hit that like button. It really will mean a lot, and it'll let me know that you want me to continue this series. But now we've got the actual roller coaster completed. Next episode, we can make the roller coaster look more attractive. We can put the entrance on. We can put a few trees in. We can add a bit more to the roller coaster structure, some more wooden bits. We can put the big pixel art on. Anyway, as a final thing, I'm going to ride this roller coaster one more time because you've probably been listening to me more than you've been watching. And yeah, we'll ride it one more time and have some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed those terrible, terrible sound effects. Oh my god. Oh well, I found it funny and I really like the pig oink at the end. We can leave it there, guys. As I say, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already and you want to join in with the fun like we always have every episode, then hit that subscribe button and videos will be delivered straight to your sub box. For now, we're going to leave it there. We'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye!